Start recording. Are we ready? Almost ready for my... Oh.
Are you going to help me with this, the Facebook part? Like, can you bring me into your live? Are you going to go live?
You can share it from my page.
So basically, no.
Damn.
Share it from the Hadage Underground page.
That's basically what he told me.
Ain't that about a... Okay.
You see how he did? You was like...
He like, yeah,
we
about to start.
You see how he like,
I just shared it, so you can share it from my page.
I don't even know where your page is at in
Just
life.
type in my name.
Ooh.
Come on, y'all. We got people waiting.
All right.
It's true.
Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get ready
Ruthie,
to rumble.
you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
I can't find his page at the moment.
All right.
But
Mike's hot in 5, 4, 3, 2 for Talks a day.
Thank you, engineer. That was a... Whew.
Do you want to restart?
No, we
Keep it like that.
Welcome to Hadage Underground, everybody. This is the mighty Meta Baron.
Voice the villain.
Macho Samson.
And today we are joined by the lovely, please introduce yourself.
I'm formerly Taylor.
Formerly Taylor.
Formerly Taylor Ray, actually.
Oh, so we
I like the way
we
she
gonna call
said
you
Taylor.
formerly Taylor Ray.
I haven't made up my mind yet on that.
Well, you made it up now.
How you feeling today, sweetheart?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for coming out and joining us.
I'm happy to
Appreciate
be here. You guys are entertaining.
Oh, thank you.
All right,
We
that's
ain't
it.
did
All right,
nothing
right.
yet.
I ain't even did
No, I
nothing.
mean, since I've been here, you guys have been entertaining.
Exactly. She got
We need
the,
behind the scenes
backstage
footage back here.
shenanigans.
Yes.
She got that exclusive shit.
Hell yeah.
How y'all been doing? How's this week? And started out for everybody, engineer included.
Everything's been good for me.
Great.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Nice and lazy.
I didn't melt, so I'm happy.
Thank you. And give yourself a round of applause for surviving that goddamn onion hoagie Hadage apocalypse. Jesus. My man was out in the lobby clutching the sandwich.
I don't
too.
think he uses deodorant either.
So it was either the sandwich or the pastrami under his arms.
It could have. It was definitely a strong combination of the both.
You can't be out here smelling like the corned beef, my niggas. What's wrong with you?
I don't know who this nigga is.
I'm so glad I didn't smell him.
I'm just gonna keep
That's a
adding
quote.
shots
That's
till
a
I
quote.
forget.
All right.
I'm so glad I didn't smell him.
Now, villain, what I need you to do
Need that
is
on
I need you
t-shirt.
to hand this young lady that bell right there.
Me?
Yes.
What am I
You
doing?
get that.
Whenever you want somebody to shut up.
Yeah, we
Really? Shut
tradition.
up.
Whenever,
I can do that?
whenever a
Yeah.
statement
You
needs
got
to
the
be
power.
made or some fly shit just went on the mic, I need you to just
I
go.
need this at home.
There's a lot of responsibility.
Everybody needs a bell at home.
Everybody can't get one.
Everybody can
We should all travel with like little bike bells on our belts or something.
I've seen those.
Ding through life.
Ding through
Could you
life.
imagine
Ding through
going to a
life.
grocery
Ding through
store? You're
life.
like, out of
You-
my way, bitch. Ding, ding.
You need to copyright that. Ding through life.
Trademark. I'm making shirts.
Spent a lot of dinging through life and a lot of making shirts. I want to give a special shout out right now to all you scumbag ass niggas down there on the motherfucking corner of John R. and Woodward via Warren that's out there selling shirts at the Aretha Franklin tribute.
They ain't shit.
Did y'all even
Hey, man,
care?
somebody got to make money.
Hey, you know what? Look. I'm all for everybody making $1. However way you see fit. However you
trying to
get.
snitch out hustle, man.
Everybody got a knife and fork in their hand. However you get that plate in your face is whatever. But you know what? I still gotta call you out, and especially because I live over there, nigga. The fuck?
They making Willie Hutton shirts.
Hey, man, God bless and all the trap.
God bless all the niggas all in the trap and all the other shit. I guess.
Damn, it's hot as hell. I ain't even lie
It
to
is
you.
super hot in here. Like, I'm going to
I
die.
don't usually say that.
I'm
a lot.
cold.
A nigga went to the gym today and he ain't sweating.
I need to go to the gym.
That's what them
If
toxins
this was
are.
an X-rated show, I'd be in my panties and
All right. Oh.
No,
well,
you can
it's
do
time. It's time. It's
do
Vader
whatever
time.
you want on this show.
Is it Vader time?
It's Vader time.
I guess.
Invader
I
time.
guess we can skip the pleasantries of shooting the shit and all
All
that.
right, niggas listening like, man, fuck all that fly jizzy shit.
Oh, she about to get naked.
Fine, my niggas.
Man, everybody that's tuning in, it's about to be a power hour, baby.
We gonna get y'all what y'all came here for, with y'all
Dead
monkey
ass.
asses.
Stripper pole
dead
coming.
ass.
Stripper pole.
Stripper pole is
Y'all
coming
got the
in
phone
10
number. It's
minutes.
been posted in the chat. Now
Engineer
I do want to
getting
say
lit.
I don't think we have the right kind of ceilings to get a stripper pole.
There's one that
Oh,
she
we'll
doesn't need
figure
for
it
the
out.
ceiling.
If it's
We'll
a,
figure it
If it's
Figure
a
that
will,
shit
it's a way.
There's one that you don't need. It's a base. The base is so heavy on it that you don't need to attach it to the ceiling.
You
I've
know a
seen
lot
one of
about
those.
trust
I was
that.
about to
But
say,
it's
you
not
know a
it's
lot
not
about
spinning
stripper
pole.
Wait a
I-
minute,
It's
we not
a
about to
spinning
skim
pole.
over the fact the base talk.
I've seen one of those poles in the trap house on the east side, and I only
Yeah,
called it.
I got a spare tripper. I got a spare tripper pole.
You want to tell us
you?
why?
Wait a minute, wait a
I
minute,
think
wait a
he's being
minute.
funny.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not. I'm
no.
not being funny at all.
Oh.
I have a spare stripper pole.
Wait a minute,
You
what's
got any
going on with your
extracurricular?
Is
life?
it on sale?
You got
Put
any
it on-
extracurriculars?
So wait,
wanna
you
tell
have a
us about?
spare one. Does that mean you also have like
Look,
regular-
I'm not-
others?
What's
I'm not-
going on?
I'm not here to answer all
So
those
many
questions. I'm not here to answer all those questions.
Well, let's
Just
let's-
know I
You're
got
gonna
a
need
stripper
to.
we'll direct the questions to the more interesting person.
Right, the one with the boobs.
Yeah, the one with
The
the
titties.
the one with the boobs in the
Titties.
bottom. All right, everybody.
You have a titty?
What's
noise
up? What do you
noise
want to know?
effect?
What do you want to know? Come at me.
No, I don't have
Come
a
at her,
titty
bro.
sound
Come at
effect.
me,
I feel like that should be in there.
titty
You
Come at me,
sound
bro.
effect.
Hold
should have
on.
a titty sound effect.
Let me see if I have.
Boing.
She is the titty sound effect.
Well,
There it is.
There you go. Yeah, titty.
Oh wait, I also have a doing.
That's a dick sound effect.
we could
You're
have
right.
used that last one.
That's
Bag
right.
of dicks.
I was about
That's
to say
the
that's
dick. The last one
give
was
it
the
10 minutes.
Was the ding-a-ling. I totally saw ding-a-ling coming towards me when I heard that sound.
Jesus. Oh,
You
man.
I'm
you
just
heard
saying.
dingling
Very
coming
creative.
over.
I felt
Well,
it like full force coming towards my eyeballs. Like
What kind of ding
We
got
about to
experience with
get
that
it in there. Go ahead and tell us a little about yourself, where you grew up.
I am originally from Pontiac.
Oh, shout out to Pontiac.
Shout out to Pontiac.
Shout out to
Yeah,
I
Clutch
did
Cargo.
not. I did not know that.
Clutch Cargos.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a
That
spot.
was a spot back there, man. You know how many broken dreams?
That was my
My
first
mom and
porn.
my sisters used to hang out.
I was up in there.
That was my first phone party.
Yeah.
I actually spoke to one of my OGs from the job who was from Pontiac. He was from Pontiac back before they took the car plan away and before everything fell to shit.
Sure. I just
I
remember
remember
it was a
the
lot of
Phoenix
regret.
Center. We're having the Puerto Rican festivals at the Phoenix Center was the event of the year.
I remember them shits. My cousin.
Yeah.
that
It
went
would
to
it would
Eastern
be the
go to,
Puerto Rican festival.
The Puerto Rican festival was the best festival ever, and you shut your
Was
mouth.
they getting down in there? Was they
Okay,
getting down?
because it was a fabulous event. Okay,
Shout out
it was
to the
a beautiful
Ricans.
thing. But I remember the very last one that I went to. It's funny because my pops, my stepdad, and my brother-in-laws and my sisters and even my mom, they all got into this fight right in front of me, and I'm like 12 years old, just standing there crying hysterically because everybody's in a big ass drunken fist fight and shit. So
What were they
yeah,
fighting
woo-hoo,
over?
Pontiac.
Sounds-
I don't
sounds-
know.
Probably
They're
some
Puerto
pussy.
Ricans in Pontiac.
That
They're
sounds
always
pretty
fighting.
Puerto
Oh,
Rican.
okay.
That sounds pretty
That
Puerto
sounds
Rican.
But
pretty
no,
Puerto Rican.
I'm from
That's
Southwest
racist as
Detroit
hell.
though.
Shout
though.
out.
That's racist.
I'm
as
from
hell.
Southwest.
Thank you.
I'm from Southwest
What
Detroit.
part of Southwest? Go ahead and hit it.
Livernois and Michigan Avenue,
Ooh.
baby.
Ooh.
I'm from McGraw Ave, you know what I'm saying, that way.
That's
Shout
the
out to all
most.
my
Okay.
niggas on
That's the
McGraw
most
Ave.
Latino.
Shout out to all my niggas over on
Shit, I'm going
Junction.
Jenny on
yes,
the block
yes,
on them.
yes.
The Meta Bear
Southwest.
hails from Southwest Detroit by way of fucking shit. South Schaefer Road, man.
Oh, you from the hole?
From the
The
hole.
whole-
From the hole?
Right when you get off
I
the
don't know
motherfucking
shit
bridge.
about Southwest Detroit.
Man, you don't. If you don't know about the hole.
That don't
I got
sound good.
I got a lowrider from South Jersey, like a lowrider bicycle one time.
Oh, Mike.
That was about it. Then
South
as far
Schaefer.
as my
I
experience
love my
goes.
hood.
South Schaefer and Fort Street. Shout out to Electric. Shout out to Littisdale. Shit.
Man.
Shout out to all the motherfucking
I could go for
streets.
some tacos from there right now. I just had some last week, and I could eat them every day.
That's why growing up in Southwest is actually why
You like
Mexican food is my
tacos.
favorite food.
Love tacos.
Yeah, I love tacos.
Of course
and
you
I'm not
love
supposed to
tacos.
because I'm Puerto Rican, but I love me some fucking tacos.
Could you would
What
you
kind
care
of
to
taco?
explain to us the supposed beef? Why can't you like
Okay,
tacos?
it's
as
not a
Puerto Rican?
beef. It's not a beef.
Beef
people.
between the Mexicans.
This is the difference. It's not a beef. The Mexican people, mind you, they're
Incorrect.
primary. They're just pretty much Indians that speak Spanish. Mexicans, and they'll tell you that themselves. They have strong Indian blood. Now Puerto Ricans, we're a product of slavery. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for slavery.
True.
Puerto Ricans were originally Taino Indians.
Yep.
And when Columbus came and changed the name from Borinquen to Puerto Rico, which means rich port,
Yep.
the Taino Indians were too small to make slaves because they're very short, tiny people.
Little
So
people.
what he did was
That's why you
he
so short.
castrated the Taino men, and he had the African slaves rape the Taino women, and we speak
Jesus.
Spanish because it's the slave traders' language. But we are a product of this horrible
Talk
thing
your
called
shit.
slavery, and so our struggle isn't the same. That's why people from the islands that are Latinos and Mexicans that from the mainland. It's not a beef. It's just that our struggle, our history is so different.
Say it with your chest. I like that.
It's so different.
It's the difference between being the favorite child of the colonizers, a.k.a. the Mexicans, and the people that had to deal with the shit.
They just call everybody
the
Mexican.
Islanders.
And the Islanders went through so much more, though. It's crazy. If you read, there's this one book I read, like it was like a Columbus diary, and it had like the truths. And when I read that part about him castrating the men and raping the women, like that is a horrible thing. That's why there is no real Tainos left on the island now. In Mexico, you can go to Mexico and find original Indians. They're full-blown Indians. They just happen to speak Spanish, but they live on these reserves and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mexicans are still a pure blood. Puerto Ricans, we were made of something that we didn't even want to happen.
White African and the remnants of all the Tainos and Arawaks
Exactly.
that weren't killed. Shout out to all you niggas that's out there with your dicks in your hand expecting some salacious
I was about to
shit.
say, niggas sitting in idle. I was about to say, it's some niggas sitting in idle mode. Like, man, when we gonna get to the
When we
saucy
gonna get to the
shit?
porn?
Okay.
You like a fap too,
You about to get
fam.
these-
guys.
you about to get these facts first,
Sorry,
my nigga.
you had to get the facts, though.
Before
Y'all
you get
have
the
to know the
concept.
history because another thing, let me tell you one more thing on this racial thing that I really need to hit, y'all.
Tell us.
Because it's been bothering me a lot lately, and nobody's talking about it. The light-skinned sisters versus the dark-skinned sisters.
Oh, we go.
And because I am, it
Bell ain't
bothers
gonna
me.
stop her.
It bothers me when, why is it that a Puerto Rican, like for instance, my mother is your skin color. If your skin
Really?
color, if my mother is considered a black girl, okay, because of her skin tone,
Yeah.
but me, I'm considered white because of my skin color.
Mama thick too.
I just put a, yeah, she is.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting about the bell. It's my job, but I don't know what
Mamma
I'm doing,
mia.
y'all.
It's okay.
So no.
Mamma mia.
It's Italian, my
But
nigga.
no,
it's
it
okay.
really
It don't
bothers
matter.
me, especially when the Puerto Rican sisters, even within the Puerto Rican community, the darker ones kind of feel like because they're darker, they have like the black card, and I don't because I'm the white, and it freaking bothers the shit out of me because I have that same shit in my blood that you do, and I'm really sick of the color thing, y'all.
I got 2 Indian great grandmothers. One of them was kicked off of the reservation because she was the product of miscegenation between Indians and freedmen. Freedmen was what they called blacks that happened to be slaved by the fucking Indians.
Oh wow.
So yeah. And then one of my great grandmothers was total Irish coal burner.
What? That's an interesting story.
I'm
It's
just
a
a
crazy
nigga.
story.
Right. I'm like,
I'm a
I mean,
nigga,
wow.
nigga,
I'm just
nigga,
like,
But
man, I'm
see,
just.
no,
I just come from a
I-
long line of great drinkers.
There you go.
Irish.
Are you Irish?
She ginger.
And German
Okay.
Nice.
Y'all
I'm like,
get it in.
and
So,
French, but
okay.
So,
So
you're
you drink
the white
vodka
mutt.
too.
She's a white mutt. Then.
I don't actually drink vodka. Not
What?
since high school.
What?
Too many bad memories.
Too many.
Ugh.
Is it one of those? Is it one of those liquors that where you smell it, you just instantly get hit with all the
Instantly,
regret?
like, Yes.
I'm the
I
same.
die a little inside
I'm
every
the,
time I smell
I'm the same way with Bacardi. I'm the same way.
And you know
with
what? I
Bacardi.
haven't thrown up from drinking since I stopped drinking vodka, so I found my problem.
Awesome.
So since we talking about drinking, and we got
Drinkers.
two lovely females in the room,
That's right.
which drink will get you there?
Any.
Any drink.
Any drink?
No, any.
Shout out to Kraken.
Like dead ass any. Like, cause I'm kind of like, drinking is my vice.
What's your vice?
If drinking is my vice.
Like
How long has
Like
drinking
I used
been
to
your
do. I
vice?
pretty much almost. Honestly, technically, I've done every drug on the planet, and drinking is my vice.
Okay.
Except
we have-
crystal meth.
We
Okay,
have
I was about to say, hold on,
we
wait,
have-
wait, let her
No, no.
finish. Let her
Go
finish.
ahead,
What
go
kind of
Ex-
drugs? I
ex-
like this talk.
I've done. Hello. I was a stripper, so I did a lot of cocaine.
That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to get to.
Love
Okay.
the cocaine.
I'm trying to get
How
to
long
the
were
shit.
you? How long were you a stripper?
I was a stripper for many, many years before I did porn. That's how I got into porn. Is
Okay.
for stripping. I was, I figured everybody already knows I'm dancing, and they know I ain't making $1,000 a day just dancing.
What strip club did you?
I
you
worked
dance
at Coliseum, Penthouse. I used to be on the billboards in front.
I fuck with
I worked
Coliseum.
at
know
the
some-
Players, Crazy Horse. You look familiar.
I probably was in. I was in Coliseum a lot.
You
Did
look
he have the
familiar.
hood
I
on?
used to be a bartender at all the black bars. I used
They
to
wouldn't
dance
let
at
me
the
wear
white
the
bars
hood.
and be a bartender
They
at the
wouldn't let
black
me wear the
bars.
hood in Coliseum.
I used to bartend at the Steam,
too black to wear
Crazy
the hood in
Horse.
Coliseum.
I was all up in Crazy Horse and Sting, so I probably ran
Yeah,
into
yeah.
you.
We probably see me
He
behind the
probably
bar.
see
You probably- yeah, you look a little familiar
Yeah.
too.
Y'all had
can
some run-ins.
So can I ask you, like, much like
Backstage.
you corrected us on the misconstruing the facts that there's no beef between Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, obviously. Is there like some type of discrepancy between strippers and women or men that do porn? Like, is
No,
there
like, I feel
like
like
some
in my
unspoken shit
experience-
between sex workers?
In my experience, they go hand in hand because you got to understand. My first job in the sex industry was selling pussy.
Let's go.
I went from being an escort to having escorts work for me to
Oh, you was a
dancing
pimp.
to dancing at the bars to doing porn and becoming one of the top 10 black porn stars in the nation within a year because I only shot with the major companies. And there's not a lot of things out there of me, but you got to understand I was shooting for my company. That's why my name got so big quick. I was shooting everybody from Mr. Marcus to Wesley Pipes, Prince Joshua. I was
Prince Joshua broke his dick twice.
yes, I
twice.
was actually.
How
Yes,
do you know
and
that?
I was actually.
I know a lot
with him
about
after
porn.
that.
Jesus.
I was
That
actually
was
with
very
him.
specific.
To hear
That was like
story,
very specific. It's like,
Hold on,
I didn't
let
know
her-
he broke his
let-
Is
dick.
there like a
Let-
porn lifestyle blog that you just happen to follow where you get these updates?
The porn
You broke his dick
lifestyle
twice.
is just me watching
But-
a lot of porn.
Do you know
but
the
that
dates?
happened to him, and it was some scary shit.
June
I was with him
13th.
after that. That was
So what
was-
type of like crazy shenanigans have you witnessed on set? Like, I feel like there's such a
We don't really get a lot of the commentary from the other side.
yeah. We don't
Like,
get that.
Shout out to Vlad TV. Vlad has
Okay,
interviewed a
so
couple porn
listen.
stars.
Hold on, give me something.
I don't like honestly. No, legit. When you work for a major company, like when you work for West Coast, you work for West Coast. You work for Evasive Angles. You have to sign a you can't drink on set. You can't do all
Okay.
that. But get the fuck out of here. That's why I went to the bathroom so much. I had my bottle of Henny in my bag. Don't play. Y'all know it. And a little bit of my stuff so I can become Taylor. So I can
Okay.
become my
Yeah,
alter
you gotta have
ego.
your,
Alright,
you gotta
Flat the
hit
fuck
it.
out.
Was
gotta
there
have
an
your-
alter ego? Like, what made you decide on the need for the alter ego? Was there like a process? Was it easier to disassociate? As
It wasn't.
Taylor?
I didn't look at it like that. I felt like that was my persona. I couldn't be Ruth. I can't be Ruth on stage. When I became a stripper, I became this person that was
First, what's
Just
your
help-
stripper name? What was your stripper name?
Taylor Ray. I
Taylor
first
Ray,
started out,
okay.
I'm not going to lie. Wait a
okay.
minute. My first stripper name was
It was probably something
Was that after
stupid.
some
Uh oh,
blues?
give it to me. Wait, give it to me.
It was probably
was
something
Bella.
Oh,
I knew it was something
Bella.
Puerto Rican.
Because
I
no,
knew
because it was
something
Bella
Puerto
in
Rican.
Spanish, Bella, but everybody said Bella.
I wouldn't
Like,
Puerto
expect
Rican.
Bella though.
You can't expect these.
Was it
uncouth
Bella
Yeah.
Mafia?
to roll
Right.
hills.
Yeah, but
Bella
Taylor,
Ladonna.
and then I was Taylor Rain, and then I spelled it,
already-
but there's already a Taylor Rain, and so when I
With
did
a
my
Y,
first,
you spelled it with a Y.
There's
didn't you?
no, I
actually-
spelled it REIGN, like I'm reigning over
Rain,
this.
like,
yeah.
oh, okay, make it
Nah,
rain,
nah,
like a
nah,
queen. I'll get
You
you.
keep kind of throw underline jabs, like you try to call somebody black, and it's not
I'm
funny.
not throwing
but
it. I'm not throwing a jab.
You throw you know what you be doing when you do it, and it's okay because I got you, and we gonna play this game.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's do it.
let's go.
Let's do it.
And I should have not worn a bun on my head. I forgot about wearing the damn mic.
Oh, you
That's
can, let, you
okay.
can get loose in
When
here.
it, like I'm about
let
to fucking
your hair
put my
down.
goddamn hair down.
So,
Woo! All right.
so when you decided to name,
ready for
when
the
you
oil
decided
fight.
on the stage name Taylor Ray, and then it transitioned, well, Taylor Rain to Taylor Ray, correct?
Yes. And within seconds, because I'm signing the contract that said you can't use this name, you can't use this name, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to use? What am I going to do?
Yeah, there are
and
two
I
Taylor
was
Rains already.
I was something Ray before. I forget what I used to use before. It was something Ray.
One Charles.
I want to
was it?
say it was Billy Ray or something crazy like
it
that. Because I like
Ray-Bans?
because I like boys' names on
That shit'd be
girls.
dope.
And then I had seconds, like literally not even minutes, seconds to think, and I just said Ray. So just put Taylor Ray, and it stuck. Everybody
'cause-
liked it, and so I copyrighted it. Well, he copyrighted it, and I got the
She gonna get you that.
websites. I got the .net and the .com and all those things, and then yeah, it stuck Taylor Ray, and that's who
I know-
everybody.
So what was your?
I noticed you said he. Who
Yeah.
is he?
Did you have a
Well,
manager?
He was my manager, my
Manager.
boyfriend, my business partner, my pimp.
There we go.
Okay, now we get into it.
Yeah.
Was he also the one that possibly got you into sex work in the first place? Or was the foray into sex work before you met
Well,
him?
well, first of all, I'm from Southwest Detroit.
True.
And everybody knows them hoes off McGraw Ave.
Uh-oh.
Especially y'all bitches that went to Chatsy's. Whoop,
Oh,
whoop.
Chazzy got the hose.
We know that everybody off
Chazzy
McGraw
got the
Avenue
hose.
done sold some pussy a time of 3. All right?
Christ.
So
I
Basically.
said I want to
said-
hit the bell, but
I
it's
said,
so
why
hard.
the fuck just be
real with
be a hood hoe? I said I might as well make this shit
You like, I'm gonna
international.
get
Be a real
paid.
hoe.
You like, if I'm
So
gonna blow
I
some dick, I'm
started.
gonna
I
get
started
paid.
taking calls. I met up. I forget exactly who exactly. I remember who it was now, because he was labeled a million. Like he okay.
Oh, shit.
All
He
right,
was
break
a
it
real
down
estate.
now.
Okay, no. Okay,
Come
so
on, let's slow it up,
basically,
man.
I worked for this guy
Don't hit
that
open
got
your
me
Slim
started.
Jim,
He had
man.
me in a whole house.
Who bust you down first, though?
He had me in a whole house. This guy that I met through my ex's. He was my ex's brother-in-law.
Okay.
So from there, I learned the business, and then when I left and I went with the pimp, he had me working the rooms and the paper ads. I didn't know that they sold motherfucking pussy in the newspaper, y'all.
Did you say the paper?
The news, the Detroit, the free press, the Detroit free,
classifieds?
the
Pussy paper.
classifieds. If y'all don't read it, that
Next
is
to the
all
funny
coochie that they selling. So I used to get those ads, and then Craigslist
How you
and
list that?
it came out.
We got
And
pussy
then
for sale.
from there, I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
That's old as
Everybody
hell.
knows that I'm out here selling this coochie.
That was before BP.
So
That was before Black Planet.
yeah.
I started doing porn. And once I did my first movie, I
What
did
was
a
your first
PVO.
movie?
I did a PVO for this white guy that he's literally filmed everybody in the industry. Like everybody's first movie is with him. And he never shows his face. He does straight PVOs.
Is that a exploited blacks nigga?
I don't know. He's a white dude. I don't
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you prefer white men or black men? Is there a preference?
You talking about in real life or in the
Keep it
films?
real as
I
possible.
mean, professional, or you can say
Professional, because it's long hours and it's hard. Like that shit is not an easy job. If everybody
doesn't
thinks that
look
sex
easy.
work is easy, it's not.
Why don't
You
you
a-
run down a typical day? Like if you like.
Okay, what do you mean? At like selling pussy out the room or doing porn?
Well, I ain't talking about the band though. I'm talking about like.
No,
actually,
I ain't never
hold
sell no
on, hold
pussy
on.
out no bando now.
tell on the-
I was
okay.
a high class escort.
Okay.
Don't ever say that.
Come
I
on,
mean,
bro.
That's a crack whore type
I mean,
thing.
my fault. My fault.
This is steak, not mincemeat, bro.
Excuse me.
I mean, come
Excuse
on
me.
now.
Excuse me.
The
out there-
fuck was
out
that?
there.
I got a question that could possibly lead into
My
an easier
fault.
explanation for that. Then
Selling pussy out
could
the
you,
band.
could you
I
give
I'm
us?
about to slap the shit out this boy. He almost, I had to check myself real
My
fast.
fault, my fault.
'cause
Not out the
my
band,
hand
though.
went back real quick, and I'm like, hold on.
Could you give us the
I
pro?
can't hit this
Not the
boy.
band though. I mean,
Could you give us the pros and the cons?
the pros and the cons.
The pros
right,
and
that's
the
what I was
cons
getting
for, I guess, escorting versus stripping versus
Oh,
porn.
okay.
to. Yeah, that's where I'm
Okay.
leading
Okay, so when you're escorting, there is a little bit of danger because you're going to their house or they're coming to you. I've had crazy things happen to me where a guy tore up my room. I've had guns pulled out on me and stuff like that, looking for my stash or whatever. When you're stripping, it's a lot more safer because you have bodyguards there and stuff. But the difference is people are kind of in your business
All
and
the
you can't
time.
keep, yeah.
Other girls are a problem in the strip.
And then on the oh my god, always. And then on the porn aspect, the porn it's a business.
Yes, it is.
It's a business. I was a brand and I had to build my brand like a business. Like we built any other thing cuz I mean, like a little fun fact for you. He was the one that put the East Side Cheddar Boys on.
No.
So
Oh no.
so
Oh, boy.
with
Cheddar,
his
Cheddar boy, baby. That's
so
for
when
sure.
he
Cheddar
when,
make it better.
with that background of his music background, he took my porn in career and he built it like that. He made me be at every major event, and you know what I'm saying. Product placement.
Is there a lot of crossover entertainment industry wise?
Oh, for sure,
Lots.
for sure. I mean, now, back in my day, I was the first one actually doing that. Like when I was watching TV the other day. I was loving hip hop, one of those shows, and I'm looking at so many of these girls that I used to dance with when I go to New York and Atlanta, and how they've made it to this thing, and I'm like, but I was filming before Love and Hip Hop, we were filming our reality show in New York. Like we were doing stuff like that. And if I would have stayed with that nigga, if I could have just dealt with the bullshit a little while longer, I'd be the fucking pioneer for that shit,
That
bro.
shit's tremendously difficult, I'd imagine. It's hard dealing with niggas in like regular jobs that don't involve, you know what I'm saying,
Selling pussy.
your body and shit. Oh yeah, thank you, Villa.
All right.
I mean,
Glad you clarified
selling
that.
pussy.
Popping your coochie for a real nigga.
Yeah. So what happened? Why didn't you stay with it?
Because I just got like, again, I was in a pimp and hoe situation, and even though I lived in a gorgeous penthouse and had a Range Rover and a Benz, I was not happy with the rotation of bitches, him having kids with hoes. I don't have no babies.
Why not?
I don't have no babies.
Because that fucks everything
First of all,
up,
I'm
man.
certified in childcare, and I've been raising kids since I was a kid, and I want a baby with my whole heart and soul. For him to have children with somebody else before me, which I was his bottom, fuck that. It was too much of that. So I walked away.
You wanted the babies?
I get what
I
you're
wanted,
saying.
hell yeah, I wanted a baby.
Yeah,
To this day, I
mean,
want
she
my
the
baby.
bottom.
Okay.
To this day, I still want my baby. I'm still waiting on my fucking baby.
I hear you.
I mean, I had a stillborn last summer, but other than that, like, I want a baby, of course. So, of course, I got tired of him having babies with the fucking bitches that's supposed to be out here working.
That does fuck
Hey,
the
that's a
money
fuck
up.
up pimp.
When the family feud.
Just having babies with regular.
Well, he only had a baby with one of them, but it was the principalities, damn it.
Hey, I got this bitch knocked up on Tuesday. Can you
No,
raise
and
this motherfucker?
no,
for
and
me?
then the way he told me, I was in LA. I had just got done doing a shoot with Wesley Pipes, which was the funnest fucking shoot ever.
That
He's
was your
like-
best shoot, low key.
He was, cause he was so fun.
Shout
He's
out
all
to
like,
Wesley.
he was all like, yeah,
lot of us
come
are-
on
a
my
lot-
dick
a
so
lot-
my wife can smell your pussy when I get home. I was
Yeah,
like,
I remember that line. I was
turn up.
like, this nigga spitting
the
that
director
shit.
had to put the fucking camera down. We had to cut and laugh for about 10, 15 minutes off of that one line right there.
A lot of niggas got their comedy and their stroke game from Wesley. Shout out to the
A
homie.
lot of training
Man,
material.
Wesley is the best. When I asked him, can he shoot for my website,
What'd
I
he
said,
say?
how much you gonna charge me?
What did he say, a blunt?
My man's asked for a motherfucking ounce of weed, bro.
Let's
my
go.
And I said, you got it, baby.
That's a steal.
You Puerto Rican, so
I
you
paid
got the
Mr.
weed.
Marcus $2,000. Hell yeah, that was a steal.
What's
He
your
bougie.
thoughts on Mr. Marcus? There's a lot of conflicting stories about Mr. Marcus
Because
circling
he
around
had
the
syphilis.
industry.
No, he had gonorrhea or something.
Well, that was before my time.
Not only that, he historically
Let me
is
clarify
like
that.
he is historically a no-show for a lot of shit.
Well, he showed up for
Is he
me.
an asshole too?
He showed up for me. He's a sweetheart to me.
Okay.
That's good.
He we worked really great together, besides him coming a little too quickly and us having to actually do our scene backwards.
I've noticed that.
How often does that happen?
Mr. Marcus was one of the few.
But he's always like that. 'Cause I watched
I'd
a lot of his
imagine.
shit.
I'd imagine from an editing standpoint, it's just easier to let a nigga
That's a
blow his
jailhouse
load.
call.
Jesus.
That's my best friend. He's in jail.
Sorry,
You got
best
a lot
friend.
of niggas in jail.
No, I don't. I got my best friends in jail. That other nigga and me have nothing to do with each other anymore.
So tell us about like just if you say niggas coming too fast is a problem, then how does things usually go? Does the guy work until he normally finishes?
Honestly, I think I have some type of pre-ejaculation problem because I come so quick. So it doesn't
Really?
bother me that if a guy comes quick, because
So you
You
prefer it?
finished already.
I'm pretty much finished by the time dead ass.
Done. That's like
I'm
a
done.
microwave
Ding, ding,
bell.
ding, ding.
That's like a microwave bell. Done.
Dead. I'm so done.
No.
Like
So are you like a one shot
again, but
or a multiple or what?
I don't.
In any position, it don't matter.
Oh, me coming?
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing, any position.
Any position. Okay.
If you and I just learned that in the last year
Mm.
that any position it'll work if you know what you're doing.
That's how a lot of
Yeah,
chicks is.
so
The older
for
they
all
get,
No, I
Yeah.
agree. I
the
agree
more-
with that.
So for all of our listening audience out there, male, female, and anything else that you want to call your lovely self, we won't forget about y'all.
LMNOP community.
What advice? What if, as a black belt and
glad you
kung
laughing
fu,
for it.
what advice do you have for people to enjoy sex more?
Now's your chance.
Enjoy. Oh my God, you just gotta let all inhibitions go. You gotta be so comfortable. Sex does not get good until you're completely comfortable with your mate. Like you gotta be able to pick each other's nose type comfortable shit. Like take a shit next to each other type shit.
I'm never
Like,
that comfortable. What about
Well, because it's like, I'm sorry, but it's
About to
just
spill water and shit everywhere.
because
nigga.
once you're that close with somebody and the sex gets really, really freaky, and you trying new things with each other and experimenting on new stuff and doing I don't know.
So
I mean, but I am single, so I probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean, hey,
okay.
We letting you cook. So far, it's all good. I just want to know, like, I don't know, like, it's a lot of niggas out here with fake ambition. Niggas is thinking that they slinging the world's greatest dick, and I've heard a lot of guys talk about getting into porn and all this other shit. I just want you to confirm two things for me as far as guys are concerned. Is the entry gay to pay real for guys?
No.
Thank you. And then, how much experience should a nigga have before he gets into porn? Should he solicit the help of other women to get him accommodated?
He should know how to control his nut. He should be able to control it, hold it back, because it's going to make him more money in the long run, because they're going to see that they can get a lot more scenes out of him. More positions means more longer running, which means better editing.
Yep.
You got more stuff to choose from. So, yeah, I forgot the question.
No, that was it. You answered.
No, you answered it pretty
solid.
good.
Yeah. That gay for bay shit, that shit's so fucking not true. There's so many men. Come on, you guys are straight men. Seriously, you think somebody can fucking force you to fucking fuck a dude ever?
Exactly.
Money do a lot of shit to motherfuckers.
I don't care if you're.
I think if you gay, you gay though.
Yes, if you're gay, sweetie. If you gay for pay, it's because you're gay in real life,
Right.
And you just don't want to fucking admit to it, and it just drives me nuts that they put that stigma out there, because it gives other porn stars like a really bad. Because honestly, I wouldn't date a porn star myself, because I feel like
Is it like dating a
it's
coworker?
a little gay to be let your whole butthole to be seen on camera. But
I've never heard that.
I don't know.
Shout out to Kanye trying to tell you niggas in advance to bleach your assholes. A lot of y'all.
Did you guys see the Kanye with the slippers today and yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
And he said how like in Korea that they're supposed to be worn because his slippers were like 2 sizes too small and his feet were hanging out. Okay, yeah, but he's.
No, I never see. I'm just now hearing this.
It was. I just saw it like today and stuff.
Okay. I was like, I ain't never know that.
Like male porn stars, they do
Because
a
he
lot
wore
of
it to who just got married? Him
2
and
Chainz.
2 Chainz. Well,
He
at
had a
2
nice
Chainz
wedding,
wedding,
too.
he wore slips. To 2 Chainz wedding, that
And a
man
suit.
wore slips.
And a suit.
That's mad
In a
law.
suit, and then he wore a
You shouldn't be
metallic
doing
suit,
that.
like it looked like
Metallic.
something that Prince would have wore back in '84.
You know what? I think I did see
It
that
was
suit. Is
past-
that the one where he was like,
Pastel.
I
he's
need to
feeling like
Google
Lil
this.
Wayne or some shit?
Yeah.
It's like, and then Kim got on the 1987 lipstick color that every girl was wearing back then, that neon green.
I remember this shit.
I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't know what it is with them right now, but they are
They on
really
some real
fucking
Lisa
funny.
Frank shit.
They on
Lisa
some weirdo-
Frank.
What you know about Lisa Frank,
What you
nigga?
know about Lisa Frank?
Well, I got
Yeah,
sisters.
wait, how many sisters
Older
you got?
sisters.
Come on now.
2.
Oh man, those
See,
are.
you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? You see, come on now. And
That
then he
bugs
says
me.
that they're better, like it's better for your pot, like something he bullshit.
He said they're Japanese approved, apparently.
Kanye been on some weirdo
like
shit.
he's so fucking
But,
weird. Like what happened?
When it comes to dudes doing porn, it's a lot of niggas that do go back and forth to gay porn and regular porn.
and that's not
I'm
okay.
like,
And I don't
ugh.
like shooting with. I shot with one white boy. Well, I'm sorry, one white boy that I actually let fuck me back.
Uh-oh.
That did both. I don't like fucking
What?
dudes that do
We got a
both.
name?
Yeah, the
No,
cross platform.
I don't remember his name, but I know he has stars right here.
Uh-oh.
But like there was this one guy that I shot with that was bi, and like oh my god, so I used to have a whole chest full of like toys that I would use for shoots, and I had this giant dildo this big that was this fat.
Jesus.
Okay, literally
Oh,
this
no.
fat. Homegirl, I need you to see this. See this fat, and it was
Look at
this
it, Ginger.
big.
Look at it.
Wait, what?
It was the dildo. The dildo.
Trying to show you dildos.
She like, I
Okay,
ain't
trying
I
to
need
show
you
you
to see
dildo.
this.
I ain't ready.
It was literally this fat and this long. And this white boy took the whole motherfucking thing to the balls.
Jesus Christ.
And we couldn't even use the footage because my mouth was like this when I was stuffing it in. I was like,
The visual got me off.
That
fuck
nigga-
I
that.
bet you were
Trooper.
so good at eating burritos, though.
Was that racist?
No, that
Was
looks
that
like
racist?
a burrito. No, that's a size thing. I'm
It's a
sorry.
size thing.
I'm good at putting stuff in my mouth.
Yeah.
So,
mean,
as soon
it's
as
the head
does size
doctor.
matter? Does size matter?
For me,
Be honest.
I
Be
don't
honest.
like big big dicks like that, y'all.
Really?
Like
for
that's gotta
real.
hurt something.
It
What about the
okay?
ear? What about
Like
the
you don't
ear?
need
Size
something
matters?
an
need-
arm length up
Listen,
in there.
I
okay?
don't need nothing that big, y'all. My coochie real small. My purse is really tiny. It's
I
a
seen the
night
video.
bag. Okay, it's one of them little ones you take to the club with you that you only put a tampon and your credit card in and your ID.
There's hope
That's
for you
my
small
part.
change
I wear
niggas
boots
yet.
now that have
Right,
zippers
niggas,
that hold
niggas
my
blowing up the
car.
line like there's a chance.
Go
It's
for
the way
There's a
to go.
chance.
Travel light.
They gotta find a Puerto Rican.
For
I
all my
don't
small
know.
for all my small dick niggas out there, 248-579-5260.
No, you guys legit though. I was thinking about it like literally like yesterday or this morning. Like I might have to get myself an Asian guy because
How you-
I
how
can
you
live
get
with
to
an
that
Asian guy and be.
conclusion?
I can be totally faithful to an Asian guy and be happy
How you do porn with a small pussy? Like, how does that even work?
because I just thought I could handle it. Okay,
That's
I
what
was
threw you-
I was
that's
trying
what-
to be a big girl.
Is that what threw you out the industry? It was just too much dick. All these dicks are too
Kind
big.
of,
I'm out.
almost. If it was honestly, if it wasn't for the legal aspect of it with my name, I would still be doing porn and I'd still be traveling and everything like that. But unfortunately, my business partner wasn't my partner; he was my pimp, and
Yeah, it's not
things
very-
didn't work
it's a
out like
conflict.
that. You know what I'm
Conflict.
saying? And I had to walk away from everything. Like I still think about everything I walked away from, and I would if I would just bit my tongue a few more years, I would be in that predicament. But
It's difficult.
I'd be
to,
unhappy.
It's difficult to bite your tongue in a situation that you know on all levels is wrong, especially when it just
It's
feels
all levels.
wrong.
It was wrong, and
The-
then I'm raising his kids he's having on the side. Like, come on now, yo.
While wanting
Because
a
I'm the
family of
nanny
your
out there.
own.
I'm certified in childcare, so I'm a nanny. But like, I'm
So
a
he
nanny
just by
right now,
default just
guys.
put you in charge.
You
Like,
raising a
yeah,
pimp's kids.
like seriously, like we were in LA. I was shooting. I got done shooting. I think it was a day with Wesley Pipes, as a matter of fact. Just
Shout out
got
to my
done
nigga
shooting with.
Wesley.
Got done shooting with him,
Get them
and we go
balls,
back to the
bitch.
room,
Balls,
and this
bitch.
nigga has the audacity to tell me like, "Yo, old girl had a baby, and when we get home, you go." I'm like, "What? What?"
You the nanny.
I was the mommy. I had that baby all the time unless I was at work. But anyways, that's not the point. Whatever. Moving on.
I'm glad I'm not
Right.
a girl raising other niggas' kids. And
I mean, it's a
I
lot.
don't
But
mind.
hold up, truth be
I
told,
don't
it's a lot
mind.
of dudes raising.
I don't mind
Somebody else's
raising my
kids,
man's
John. Come on
kids.
now.
I don't mind raising my significant other
But he's gotta
kids.
be your man.
I can't
But
do
he
that
has to be
shit.
my man.
I can't do that.
If you, I would
I tried
raise your
it.
kids. You got to be my man. Like I always have everybody's kids. Like I said, my best friend's in jail right now, but I still had his newborn with me the last couple days. He just got picked up yesterday.
Damn, what,
Like
newborn?
I keep everybody's kids all the time.
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey, nanny services, guys,
That's
if you
what's
need
up.
me.
So
And
what's
I teach
The
The
them- I
literal
teach them
nanny
Spanish.
911.
so
Yeah, I teach them Spanish too, y'all.
so what's the craziest shit that happened to you while doing porn?
While doing a scene
Just
Sure.
in the life period.
in the life, oh God, well, a lot of stuff,
Start with a scene first. That might jog some more specific memories.
dude.
Is there anything
honestly,
that you
my
aren't
scenes-
into?
Oh, what I'm not into in the scene, I don't do anal. Have never have. I tried to practice for anal. It was so funny.
Anal practice.
I practiced for anal in LA. They were like, we need you to do this anal scene tomorrow. It was for evasive angles. And I'm like, sure, I'm going to
They the
practice.
homies.
I went and got me an anal plug, some
Evasive
anal
do good
ease.
Okay.
I lubed myself up with some anal ease and an anal plug, and I put it in there. And at first, I'm all good, and I was just laying there. They told me to sleep with it in my butt overnight.
Jesus. You had to marinate the butthole. You do. Had to marinate.
So look,
Pre-stretch.
no, and then by after honestly 10 minutes, the anal ease wore off, and I'm like, oh no, and nope, it
You're
wasn't
like, nah, you
happening.
ain't trying to do
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's the inner part is okay. It's the expansion part is what hurts,
the
y'all.
ring.
Just like with
One
well, no,
ring.
because dick is different. That's
The
what your
blue
coochie's
ring.
different.
Dick
Your
is different.
Your coochie's
Yeah.
different.
Oh,
Your
that's a
coochie,
huge difference.
your coochie's different because I don't mind a coochie being stretched out enough. I just don't want you poking me in the back. But the anal is different. You want to get poked in the back, but you don't want to get stretched out a lot.
This shit is
That makes
rough.
sense.
I might not hit
The
bottom,
anal
but I'll
talk is
stretch out the
rough.
sides.
I ain't never seen the engineer so flabbergasted.
That's on villain.
It's not always about scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's
Oh,
about scraping
right.
the sides on the way out.
Yes,
There we go. Let's go.
Unless you're
Yes.
doing anal, in which case you want the opposite.
That was
right.
a bomb.
Unless you're doing it right. See, she gets me, y'all.
So,
I get
so,
it.
so no anal. You got a preference for if a nigga shaved or not.
I love bald heads and beards. And I'm a chubby chaser.
Let's go, Meta Baron.
Shout out to the Baron.
To the Baron.
Yes.
Funny. No, but that's always been my preference, and it's weird because it's always been. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's daddy issues.
Oh my God, we don't have enough time to talk about daddy issues.
No, I don't want to ever.
Oh.
I'm straight.
Jesus, villain.
So now, I mean,
how Freudian you trying to get, my
I'm
nigga?
not doing shit.
I
here
can't
for
do
say
the
you
show.
even watch porn now that you've?
Okay, so
interesting.
if I tell you guys a secret, are you gonna judge me?
Well, I'm not gonna judge you. I can't speak for the fucking miscreants listening to this show.
Okay, so
Taylor, where Taylor at?
Tell me the tea. Come on, man.
I have a tendency to watch gay porn.
Oh,
Wait. What kind of gay porn?
gay
I
male porn.
really like.
Wait, hold on,
Yes,
hold on.
I
Give me 1
I
second,
really
sweetheart.
I mean, like, dude.
No. I'm looking at Mr. I know about broken dicks and Mr. Specificity when it comes to the hey girl.
Hey, girl.
Where the fuck was all this fly jiggy tolerance at last week, niggas?
You talking about
mean,
a bag
I
of
mean,
dicks?
when the Baron
The
was
bag of dicks?
when the Baron was crucified
He was.
on a cross of dicks, where was
That's
What did you do?
That's different.
I was
That's
talking
different.
I was talking cavalier and I let everybody make fun of me for a little
He
bit.
just let the world know he's on the bag of dicks.
That's different. That is different.
But let her rock. Let her rock.
so you
So
like
so
niggas
what
fuck?
You like
So you was watching gay
fucking each
porn.
other.
What is it about
Two
gay
chicks.
porn? What is it about
don't-
gay
It's
porn
two-
that you
I
like?
think-
Two dudes.
two chicks or two
I
dudes.
used to be obsessed with two chicks, but that's back when I was like 10, 12 and shit. You know what
Oh,
I'm
you
saying?
evolved.
I've evolved. I've
Yeah.
evolved into nastier things.
Oh, yeah. So
I heard
cringy.
So what is it? What does it look like in your search bar?
I don't know. I think. Oh, you don't want to. Oh.
We want to know. That's why
no,
we're here.
it's
You
so
don't-
nasty.
I don't
wanna-
Like,
you
I
tell
don't-
us.
I
I
can't.
really don't
Okay, I
Let
already
the
told.
lady
don't
have
wanna
her
know.
privacy.
Okay, I already told you guys. There's
Fair.
dudes.
she is a lady.
She is a lady. She is a lady. Gotta
Yes.
respect you.
I mean, I try to be.
Do your best. Man. You know what? Like, I don't have a problem. Let me get this out. I don't have a problem with gay people. Like, gay people straight cool. You know, you can be cool. I just don't want to. I don't
He's
want to.
digging a hole. Watch
I
this.
don't. I don't want to see it though.
Why don't you want to see it?
Yeah.
Villain?
Why?
Why?
You
do
didn't
I- why
seen
should
so
I
much
wanna
other
see it?
hadage.
All right. You seen broken dicks.
Exactly.
No, that story is a crazy story,
Broken
man.
dick trying to fuck him. What?
And they got pulled over on the way to the hospital, and when the cop came,
Bethany Benz,
when
right?
the cop came, like all the prince did was lift up the towel, and it was so the cop gave him a police escort to the fucking hospital.
What
bro.
else can you
As
do?
he should.
What else can you do in LA?
My dick broke.
What else can you do in LA when you get pulled over by the police and
Show
in
'em
order
your
to
dick.
escape you show them your bleeding dick? Go ahead, caller. You
Nigga.
speaking? Oh my
What's
nigga,
really
good.
good?
My nigga to the-
How you doing tonight,
Yeah.
sir?
Man, everything is lovely, man. How y'all doing today?
We
We
doing
good.
wonderful, man. Everybody
Hey,
out
thank you. I
here.
just want to let you know I'm trying to lick all the Henny off those hands.
Ooh,
Ooh.
That's all I have to say about that.
my man's love
Next
hands.
thing I have to say, this is going to be a long call. I want to express my story. I want to express my story about, since we talk about strippers and shit,
Go ahead,
I
too.
went to Deja Vu. No,
Oh.
it was a Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse one time, this bitch, she kept asking for a dance. So I was there to eat a steak, honestly. It was
That's
a
what
$40
everybody
steak.
does.
Del
I was
Monte,
terrible.
Del Monte steak.
Yeah, it convicts make the best food. But anyway,
Well, actually, the chef's
yeah,
got his
I
own
ordered
place
a
now.
steak, and this
living
bitch
on
came. She was stomping at my table, and she's like, "You gonna get a dance?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure. How much is the dance? $10." I'm like, "Can you do the Macarena?" And that bitch, she's like, you talking about Macarena? I'm like,
Ginger
"Yeah,
laughing
bitch."
her ass off.
And it was Migos, Hanson and Wealthy. That bitch did the Macarena for that whole song as I ate my steak, nigga.
That's baller.
I'm kind of a selfish nigga, dog.
Legend.
Like, they gotta really, really work for it for me to get a dance out of me. Depends.
It was just a fact. I don't know. I'm not trying to eat no food around pussy. You know?
Facts. I don't like to mix the two. I enjoy them both separately
But
and
why
equal.
do strip clubs in Detroit have the best food?
Because it's
though? Like,
Detroit. Don't shit make sense
I-
in Detroit. You
Don't
from
shit
Southwest.
You gotta
Makes
train
sense.
niggas.
Mhm.
How you doing today, Taylor?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I can't complain. I have 2, maybe 3 questions.
Okay,
First
go for
question is, what is the most depraved thing a client, professional or personal, has ever requested of you?
it. Depraved.
Like fucked up, wicked.
Fuck up thing.
Okay, so I got a
Well, I
story
think it's
for you.
like,
There was a
ugh.
client that I used to have that I used to go see him like about once a month, and he would make me tie him up, right?
No. Oh no.
And then he would make me put. You remember them old school wooden clothespins for outside,
Yeah.
the wooden boys? I would pin them all over his cock and balls.
Cock and ball.
Cock and balls. I never had to suck his dick. I never fucked him. Nothing. We'll pin him on cock and balls.
True savages is in the cock torture.
And as I'm pinning them on his cock and balls, he has me peeing in his mouth.
So he was a gimp.
Whoa.
And
That nigga
I
had to
used
be
to
white.
get paid
He had to
$800
be
an
white.
hour to do that.
Jesus. There you go.
Jesus.
All right, I guess that was a little bit too much.
Well, you asked the most.
You
Did you or
right.
did you not say the most depraved thing?
Right.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's your own fault, baby.
It's my last question because I already have
Hey,
two questions.
he subtracted a
what
whole
is the
question. 'cause of
superior
that.
streaming site?
Excuse me?
What is the superior streaming site? You know, PA, Pornhub, Xamster, Exodus.
Oh, what am I on the most?
Did you go to?
What's the
You go
best
to.
one?
What's the best one? trying to say.
I think Pornhub and X videos
Oh, my girl,
have a bunch of my
yes.
stuff.
I'll give you
I used to have my own websites. I still have YouTube channels up, a couple of them. TaylorA XXX. No, actually, sorry. TaylorA XXX and TaylorA 2010. My websites are actually down. They're not up anymore. But if you Google me, the other stuff will pop up.
For sure,
And it's
for sure.
TAYLORRAY.
There you go.
All right, for sure. You should drop off the rapid mixtape on Pornhub. I tell you that would be very revolutionary.
Would you produce it if she
I was
dropped
about
it
to
to
say,
the?
he should produce it.
I got you. I got
Shut
you. All right, I'm
Shout
about
out to my
five.
nigga Captain Planet in this bitch.
Let's go.
The power is yours, Tilda. Thank you for calling in, man.
That was hilarious.
So he's a regular caller.
He's
definitely a regular.
He's the fifth member of
Yeah, I was
Hadage
about to say,
Underground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish you was here when Pretty Boy Ruhan was here.
No, you
Oh.
don't. No,
Yes,
you
I
yeah,
do. That's
yeah,
my
man,
nigga.
I would have loved. Shout out to Ruhan.
My nigga.
My
He would have
son.
just asked you about a bunch of ass shit.
Shout out to Ruhan and the rest of the Chrysler
That
niggas
booty
diligently
juice.
working right now.
That booty.
Booty juice. That booty juice.
It's a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
You
there is.
exasperated?
It's just a lot of heat going on in this room. I'm just hot, man.
That's what's up. That's what, when
It's
the
a
porn,
fairly decent amount of niggas in this room. We
Right.
generate
I
I
a
was
lot
gonna
of
say,
heat.
I
when the
always blame
porn
the
comes.
guys.
Okay.
It was fine when I was in here earlier by myself.
Until Onion Man came up in this bitch.
Oh, it was all downhill
Onion
from there.
Man.
Y'all gave him a name.
Onion Man. Aretha Franklin dead.
Oh.
I know, Villain. We talked about it last week.
Her ass
Oh,
dead.
that gets the
She,
ding?
she having her funeral today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Aretha is,
no.
yeah, she is.
You know what's sad, though? Like, legit, what's sad is people out there selling T-shirts and stuff like that. When I heard the old boy say that, that's sad.
And like I said, everybody got to make a dollar some way, but man,
It's
do
the
y'all
Motor City.
motherfuckers
Off
be-
someone's funeral, like really?
Hey, it's a
No,
different. It's a different world.
And there's a difference when...
And speaking, hold on. It's a different world. I know my parents love me.
Doom, doom, doom.
Stupid as hell.
You better finish that
Stand
shit.
behind me, come some way. I know I'm gonna make it now. I ain't fucking. I'm too drunk to finish
Who
that shit.
approved
Why
this
are you
nigga?
I don't have
It's
a
a
lighter for you.
different
Sorry.
world. It's a different from where you come
You know
from.
what, I'm gonna need you to cut
I guess
that
I'm gonna ask you a few more questions before we close out the show. I don't really.
Okay, but real quick, I just went on live on Facebook, so I gotta tell you guys, I am on what is it?
Do your plug.
Podcast Detroit.
Podcast Detroit,
We
y'all.
are in Studio 3.
Yep.
Studio 3, and I am just doing, a little shout out back to me being formerly Taylor Ray and plugging that food that I be doing. You guys know I cater. You guys know how to hit me up.
Oh yeah, you ain't even talking about that.
Oh, we didn't even talk about my catering, but hold on. You was about to ask me some questions.
Please.
No,
tell us
go ahead.
about the
Plug
catering.
yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so we do cannabis infusions. We're doing Latin soul food. Latin soul food means
God.
Caribbean food, means soul food. We're Puerto Ricans, so we're eating all that good shit. And Yeah, that's what me and my cousin Euphemia, Mia, are doing. Chef
You keep
Mia.
calling her Euphemia.
Because that's her real name,
Are
and
you
I love her
serious?
real
I thought
name.
that was fun. I thought you
No,
was
I
joking.
love her real name, and she doesn't
Euphemia.
embrace her name, and I love her name, so that's why I'm saying it all the way. But and we are the shit at cooking because she was the sous chef at UOD, and I was her catering chef. So you guys know we know what we're doing. Now back to what you guys were talking about, though. Now what's going on?
Don't worry, I'm gonna give you another chance to plug all your info at the end of the show.
Okay, cool.
But I guess another question for any of the dudes that's out there listening: you got any advice for a dude on how to get better
Sexually.
On that stroke game.
on that stroke game? And is there any other essentials that a nigga need to know besides the stroke game?
Okay, so this is what it is. You gotta know your partner, fellas. You gotta know your partners, because I'm gonna tell you this: all girls want something different, and no two girls really like the same exact things. It's like DNA. Everybody's different. You gotta learn your girl, man, because I can't specifically give a tip that turns me on when everybody don't like what I like. You gotta communicate with your partner. Right. You gotta have don't be afraid of
communication is key.
Communicate and being comfortable. If you can't fart in front of your partner, then you're not gonna have good sex with your partner. Flat the fuck out.
Preach.
So confidence.
Flat the fuck out.
Yeah, a little bit
confidence
more confidence
also
everything.
I wish that niggas knew that. Like, you ain't all even if you awkward and you don't know what the fuck
Just
you
say
talking
that.
about.
Just rock with it.
Just rock with
be
it.
like, bark, bitch, and she be like, I don't know.
She's waiting for you to give her a reason.
Just rock with it.
Bark,
she might bark back. You know what I mean?
A lot of times I found that women are
bark
waiting
back.
for you. They're waiting for you to fuck up so they can just dismiss you.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Right.
Find your inner dog. That's what I would say. Find your inner dog.
All right. So
If not,
what was the other?
Then watch
you had
Mr.
something
Marcus.
else.
How should women become more accommodating to dealing with their dude's freaky side?
That's a question that never gets brought up.
A lot of women don't like watching porn with their boyfriends or their
I don't know.
husbands.
That's weird. I can't answer questions when I don't have their mindset.
Fair. That's very
You know what I'm
fair.
saying? Like, I don't think I would. I love to. Well, if I had a boyfriend.
You hear that,
No,
listeners?
but I would love to watch. If I have a significant other, watch porn and let him
Shoot
know
your
all my
shot.
freakiness. And I would want to know all his freakiness. Like, that's ridiculous to hide that shit from each other when you got to keep each other entertained for the rest of your life. If you guys love each other, that means sex with the same person forever.
Do you?
Then you might or might
Some
not
people ain't
bring in
ready
other
for that.
individuals depending how you guys are set
some
up.
people not ready for that.
Do you tell a nigga
They
you
need
did
to be
porn?
ready for it because sex with friends is fun.
That's a
It's
game.
supposed to
That's
be.
an app.
It's a
ain't it?
game.
Sex with friends.
Sex with friends? Fuck words with friends.
That's a game, ain't it?
We need
It's
to
called Tinder.
kickstart that.
That's
Y'all, we getting
tender love. Tender love. Hey,
You
okay,
trying
I
to
got a
put that very
question.
well.
Do we
I got-
really need
I
another
got a question.
ballad?
I got a question. Do you tell niggas you did porn?
I do not hide things from guys because I'm in a certain age where I'm in my mid-30s and
Don't ring the bell on me.
No, dating is
I was
looking
bringing
for
the bell for both of
me,
y'all. That's props
Me
worthy.
dating is looking for a potential husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm so like I gotta keep it real. When I meet a guy, I gotta tell him about my past because if he finds out and we already got feelings, it's gonna be so heartbreaking to lose somebody over something that I used to do.
Yeah, because
So
now
I don't lie to people about my past. I tell the truth about everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
What about the
you either
family?
take it. Oh, my family knows everything.
Family know everything.
The
Really?
good, the bad, and the ugly.
I
Even my
didn't know that.
mother.
That's
I even
hard.
talk to my
That's
mother.
hard.
Is
You a
a
real one.
right-wing
You a
Christian.
real
hard.
A really real.
My
one.
sisters are Christian women. They're like these, like everybody. Like my two stepsisters are so Catholic. My dad is so Catholic, but if I can't keep it real with the people I love, how the fuck can I live with myself?
No,
Like
that's real.
that's serious.
But
I don't know how people can lie to people that they love all the time.
Pay
Like that's just
attention,
not in my
niggas.
DNA.
Because we in the era nowadays of people be like, my past don't matter. Like, why you asking about my
Yeah.
past?
I'm
It's a lot
living
of
my best
filters.
life. I ain't gotta tell you
but
nothing.
my past
Yeah.
doesn't matter, but my past has made me who I am.
Yeah.
Bars.
It has made me who I am. So I gotta give
Much
I
respect.
gotta give homage, gotta give big ups to my past for making me who I am. For every time I woke up on the side of a road, or every
Oh,
time
no.
that I fucking
Wait a
been
minute.
like every time that anything
Whoa.
horrible has happened to me, You got to pay homage for that because I wouldn't be who I am right now.
Gave you a backbone. Made you stronger.
Okay,
it made me who I am.
You said you woke up on the side of the road.
I have woken up on the side of the road a few times from doing from doing bachelor parties and getting too drunk and.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, at least she admitted. They don't want to. Some people don't want to admit that side of it.
What kind of tame ass interview was you expecting, nigga?
That's the napkin guy. You got to remember
I'm
that.
saying.
I was good until I woke up on the side of the road.
Do you think she was getting home every
Give him
night
the
at
napkin.
6 o'clock?
For those that don't know,
you gotta make sure you
I want to bestow this. I want to bestow.
Let's bring them in on what's going on.
Mighty napkin on the motherfucking villain.
Is this your white
Thanks,
flag?
No.
Might as well be a white flag.
You gotta tell them, Barry. Tell them the origin of the napkin guy.
No, don't tell them the origin of the napkin guy.
That's that. Those kind of stories are specifically for our Patreon subscribers.
Right. For those that don't know, we have a Patreon.
It's Hadage Underground.
Hadage Underground
on Patreon.
On Patreon. If you want to continue to hear the great content and find out more about the napkin guide.
Oh my God. There's a lot of fly shit that happens before and after the show that y'all missing because we don't record that shit for free.
Yeah, Ed we'll probably have more. The Hadage After Hour? That's what
that's what we
Hadage After Hour.
After Hadage.
Yeah,
I hope
after
you guys
Hadage.
are listening right here on
all
my
the
live
Triple
about
X,
this.
uncut, unrated, unfiltered.
Triple X.
Everybody that's on
I gotta sell
Live,
it.
What is that?
please go to Hadage Underground on Facebook and Instagram.
Please
have
like,
yet to get a
subscribe,
Twitter.
share it to your mama's mama.
And what's the name of your infusion company?
Oh, it is called, guys. Be looking out. You guys all know, all my people from Southwest know that I cook, and it's called Cousins Cocina. Me and my prima Mia are doing it. Cousins Cocina, be looking out. We are actually ready to do catering. If anybody needs me for any parties, you guys let me know. Cousins Cocina, we specialize in Latin soul creations and infusions. If you guys want your meal infused, I'm doing that too. I make can of butter and can of oil. If you guys want to put your orders in, hit me up in my inbox.
Dope.
Very dope.
Very dope.
Anybody else got any more questions?
No.
Or did she wear y'all niggas out?
Oh my God, it's been an hour already. I didn't think
I got one.
I'm trying to throw a stripper party with some can of butter.
Ooh, that
So when
can
the
of
last
oil, if
time-
you put it in a cup of coffee in the morning.
See, look, guys,
Okay,
I
all
got-
day.
Ginger always lit.
I like her over there.
That's the
her.
engineer.
Hashtag ginger.
I like her.
Hashtag ginger lit.
That's
Hashtag
the
ginger
backbone to
That's the
all that Hadage
backbone.
Underground's greatness. You said you had a question, Macho.
I guess it's like, all right, since you're in the industry, do you even do you still masturbate? Like, I feel
You
like
think she
people.
done?
Okay, you're right. Okay,
I feel like because I feel like
First of all, I am a Jedi at masturbating because I don't even have to technically touch myself.
She's
to
the
come.
best DJ you've ever seen, okay?
think
Hey,
about it and
Like,
come.
did
I don't
you
even
think
have
she
to touch-
retired, like,
Wait
her
a
whole
minute.
self?
No,
No, 'cause,
dead
like,
ass,
it's
I don't
done.
even
You
have
know
to
what's
touch
done
with that?
myself.
Still a functioning woman.
She
Like,
done with
But
that.
you know what's
The
weird
pussy
is
is
like
finished.
some
I don't know what
people,
to do with them.
some people would be like, some women would be like, oh, I don't need to masturbate.
Oh,
No,
my
I
God.
made it. It's an art form for me, and I don't even have
I've
to touch
heard that
myself
type.
for it to
I don't
happen.
trust them.
Wait a minute.
I busted a nut without
Wait a
touching
minute.
myself
You gotta
one time.
explain that.
No,
That's like
because I have fat thighs, so
What
I
that
just
gotta do with
I
anything?
just
Okay.
gotta squeeze
That
it
don't-
and like
Pressure.
do a little.
That's cheap.
She said she was a Jedi, nigga. You gonna
I am
doubt
a
the
Jedi
ways of the
master.
Force?
I didn't think that's
Okay.
what you did. I thought you just
All
thought
right,
about it.
guys, I'm gonna let y'all go on my
gonna end
live. I love y'all. Remember,
gonna let me
You the first guest, like, wrap us up. Ain't that a bitch?
How do I go off live?
She like,
I
I'ma
never
wrap
do
it up.
this.
She used to killing niggas. What more you want?
Oh my God, she is Puerto Rican.
Oh.
How many dead souls has been racked up?
Wow, y'all. I got 25 comments. What?
That's what happened. They like, what are you talking about, Mamacita?
Fucking
What are
with
you
these
talking about?
niggas.
You come without touching yourself, Mamacita. This is hilarious.
This is
Let's
funny.
end this show, man.
Y'all ready to call it?
Shout out to everybody that
done.
tuned in. We appreciate everybody for hitting that 1K stretch.
Oh man, this is
Man,
this is the show where we talked a whole bunch of game before the draws fell off, jumped in the wet and got worked
They got
out,
worked out.
laying on the side, heaving,
how
reaching
do
for
I
a
see
water
the
bottle.
comments?
We wasn't ready.
I got got 27 comments. We had
Already.
18 views. I ain't never had that many views.
Shout out to Taylor Ray.
Shout out to formerly Taylor
Taylor
Ray, a.k.a. Ruth Colón. Ya tú sabes, pa' la Vallarta, pa' que se lo gocen.
Talk that shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ya tú sabes.
I need a keyboard in the back.
I'm not about to fucking play with you.
I want to thank everybody that came out to listen to Hadage Underground tonight. As always, you can catch us Tuesdays, 9 p.m. ish live. CPT. Y'all gotta bear with us. It's CPT.
Hopefully you guys
live.
see me again.
Most definitely, we
most
gotta bring you
definitely.
back. Everybody, let's give Ruth.
Yeah,
a
round of
Ay,
applause.
gracias.
All right.
We bust
They
your
like
cherry.
me. They really like me.
Galita la raza.
Viva. Hey, cabrón, that's Mexican people.
Hey.
Oh.
Nosotros somos para Vallarta, para que se lo goce. That means for the hood.
For the hood. For
For the
Southwest.
ghetto. That's
for the
pa' que
block.
se lo
For the
goce.
dark skin.
Oh.
Until next
Hey,
until next time, or in some of our cases, until sex time. This has been
ow!
this has been the mighty Meta Baron,
Voice the villain.
Macho Samson.
And formerly Taylor Ray.
and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Dale.
Mic's off. Give me 1 sec for the video.
It's been like 7 years since I've done an interview. How would you guys think?
Good.
No, you did great.
You did excellent.
Cool.
Great.
Oh, that's the best part about
You guys
internet
need a
radio. It's
female
laid back.
co-host.
We've been shopping for one.
We've been
You guys
shopping
need a
for-
female co-host. What do you think?
Man.
How do you think I do?
You did excellent.
Man, we've been looking for a co-host for what?